Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today, I'm joined by my business partner, John. How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. Happy to be back. How was it without having me for a couple weeks in the office?
Well, sales have never been higher, and the stress level of the employees have never been lower.
Nice. Oh, man. Back to YouTube, back to talking watches. And today, something we should probably discuss, and that is Baselworld is soon upon us. And everybody wants to know, what is Rolex going to release? But of course, before we get into that, wristwatch check. Today, in honor of this video, I'm wearing the Hulk. What about you, buddy?
Vintage Speedmaster.
1970?
1970 Vintage Speedmaster. It's okay.
Oh, it's only okay. And of course, guys, I also want to give a shout out to DelReyWatch.com. We have a ton of new stock that we picked up recently and my trip. About half of it is on the site today. The other half will be put there tomorrow. And of course, check out the hot deal section because we just lowered the prices on a lot of inventory and it's ready to move.
There's some things in there that you probably could flip and make money on if you wanted to.
I mean, essentially, they're at our cost,
yeah.
Some of it. And, it's just we try and rotate inventory.
Our wholesale cost on how many? 15 watches at least?
I wouldn't say it's that much, but 12, 13 watches. That's in the hot deal section. Go check it out. But yeah, John, so, Baselworld.
I still can't believe we're giving those away.
Well, dude, sometimes if things don't sell, it's time to get them out the door, get your money back, and buy other watches. That's essentially what it is. Inventory ages, you need to find a new home, get it out.
All right, if you say so.
All right, so, Baselworld 2019. What a disaster. Brands canceling left and right. It's going to be the smallest Baselworld ever, but that's not what this video is about. This video is Rolex, right?
Rolex.
Biggest brand in the world. No one knows what they're going to release. It's basically Fort Knox. No one knows until it happens. But we can come up with some educated predictions.
Based on previous releases
previous releases and what people are saying online, right?
Yeah, there's got to be some leakage.
I've never heard of it. I mean, but you can see what they have released in previous years and see their current model line. And you can make educated guesses.
That they'll keep doing their formula.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to start?
You go first, because personally, I don't believe in these.
I don't believe in them
but
either.
I'm here for the team spirit.
These are predictions, right, guys? So this is all hearsay. None of this is factual. But my guess is they're going to refresh the Milgauss.
The Milgauss.
Now, why do I say that? Well, they discontinued the white. They discontinued the black. Basically, the only two left are the green crystal ones. And a lot of people are saying they're going to remake the old Milgauss. I'm going to put up a picture here. I'm going to give credit to Monochrome Watches, which is where I got this picture. They're going to say they're going to re-release the old style Milgauss.
But didn't Artisans de Genève actually do that?
Yeah, but Rolex doesn't give a crap about them. They're like Bamford. It's just a company modifying Rolex watches.
They got beat at their own game.
It's true.
That would be amazing, though, if they did this.
I think it's a little bit of a long shot, this one, but it does make sense considering they discontinued 50% of the Milgauss line in the past 2 years.
That does make sense.
I don't know, but I'm guessing.
That'd be really nice.
What about you, man? Do you have anything you think that might happen?
I mean, personally, I really don't. I know that Tudor, I could probably say that Tudor is doing a lot more in terms of
that's cheating.
Brand changes. Okay. But I just think that they've done everything at this point.
I don't know, man. For example, here's another one of my guesses. I think, and this is, it's a guess, but I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to put the new Jubilee onto the black GMT Master. Why? Because the new Jubilee is now available in the Pepsi. The Jubilee used to be available in all GMT Masters back when they were now they're vintage, but back when that happened. So I think it just makes sense that Rolex is going to make that available. A black GMT Master with the new Jubilee.
Actually, now that I think about it, I wouldn't say that this is anything to do with one specific watch, but I think that they're probably going to try to integrate their Oyster Flex rubber strap line across the board to their other models.
Nailed it. And I think
It's just everyone's wearing rubber. You
everyone's
got to wear your
wearing
rubbers.
Yeah. Protection. I'm going to guess the Deep Sea is probably going to be the next one to get that.
Because it's just fat?
Because it's fat, it's not super popular. I mean, it is, but it's one of the less popular sports models.
They put it on the Yachtmaster last time.
Yeah, and that was because the Yachtmaster was also one of the least popular sports models.
So they're just going to spruce it up by putting it on the
I think
the Sea Dweller because no one wants it.
Well, not no one wants it. A lot of people want it, but not compared to the
Batman
Sub or the Daytona. It still sells, but it's not the same.
Makes sense.
Then here's a third one, which we were talking about earlier, okay, used Rolex Batman prices now are going insane because everybody's saying Rolex is going to discontinue the Batman.
It's Facebook's
at Baselworld. It's Facebook's fault.
It's just guys on chat groups saying it's going to go away.
And guys, let me just say one thing. It's a completely moronic assumption. And, if Rolex does do it, I will publicly eat my shoe on YouTube.
Which shoe?
The left one. But what is going to happen is the Rolex Batman, I think, is going to be updated along with the rest of the GMTs with the new GMT movement. Because they put a new movement in the Pepsi. So I think the Batman is going to change model number because it's going to get a new movement. But I think the Batman bezel is going to stay. And I think anybody who's paying $14,000 or 13 to 14 grand for a gray market Batman is going to be really pissed off when those prices tank because this rumor is completely false, in my opinion. What do you think?
Well, so that could easily happen. I mean, once again, if you watch my channel...
yeah, guys,
John P.
Go subscribe.
I talk a lot about vintage watches, so I don't really care too much about modern Rolex. It's too much like cockamamie shenanigans for me.
Fair enough.
But what I do think that they probably could do is they should raise the retail prices from a business perspective, not ethically, but I can see them across the board doing a price increase and saying we came out with a new movement. This is the price increase.
Oh, I totally think that's going to
The market will receive it well, even though the general public opinion will not be that high. They're still going to sell just as many. They should raise the price. I bet they will.
The public's going to be pissed off, and as collectors, it would piss me off too. But business-wise, it makes perfect sense.
Because Patek did the same thing
with the Nautilus.
Yeah, about a year ago. So there's Rolex is going to do it. They're just going to do it.
I agree. And I guess my last prediction, and I have no evidence for this one, I just feel like it's going to happen, is I think...
crystal ball behind your desk, like...
Hey, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm not. I think Rolex might discontinue the Submariner Smurf. The white gold Submariner with the blue bezel and blue dial. I think a lot of collectors love it, but I think, honestly, sales are extremely low because of the price, because white gold looks like steel. And I think if it does become discontinued, I think it's going to be an ultimate future classic collectible in a few years.
It's definitely going to be a collectible when it is vintage, I believe, because, let's face it, if you wanted something that looked like stainless steel, you'd pay a fraction of the price for stainless steel.
Sure, but what if you want blue on blue?
Then you need to come out with $25,000.
I know,
which is the retail is up there, right? It's
up there.
It trades pre-owned around 23. I mean, trades lower than retail price pre-owned. The only Submariner that does that.
I think some of the gold ones generally do, but it's like stealth wealth. I mean, it's a 23, 24 grand watch, but it's not too flashy. But people that see the blue, they know that you're balling.
I love it.
I love it too. I just think commercially it doesn't make much sense. I think they may discontinue it. And with that, I think demand will obviously increase, in my opinion.
So besides the Milgauss, you don't think anything too drastic will happen this year, huh?
Nah. I mean, they did the Pepsi last year. They did Air Kings, You think
they'll discontinue the Turnograph?
Isn't that already discontinued?
Yeah,
I was like...
I mean, I guess it's... discontinued is... Like, what does that even mean? You know what I mean?
I mean, it means they no longer make it. You may still find it in dealers, like old stock that has it, but Rolex isn't shipping them anymore.
That's true, but there was a period of time where they didn't make the Turnograph, and all of a sudden they came out with it again, and then it went away. So, I could see...
I don't know what the official... I think it is officially discontinued. I haven't... I'm not prepared for that question. I haven't done the research.
Either am I, but it's something I'm thinking about. If anyone out there is a crazy turnograph lover, I like them, but not enough to actually follow the lineage like that.
Huh. Actually, crazy cheap turnograph on DelReyWatch.com. I haven't made a video in 2 weeks. I got to stop plugging us.
DelReyWatch.com.
But yeah, I think that's Rolex 2019. Those are my guesses. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd be intrigued to know what your thoughts is, and then we can compare them to Baselworld. At end of March. Let's see what actually happens.
Are we allowed to place bets on this YouTube platform without getting kicked out and demonetized?
I'm pretty sure gambling's illegal.
Is it more speculation?
I think if there's money involved, it's strictly gambling. I don't think it's speculation. Bitcoin?
That's true. I had a good idea.
We'll keep that for the next video. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Please go check out John's channel. That's John P. Link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to him. Show him your love. Thank you so much. Happy to be back, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.